is there based on your experiences just during the period ye lockdown? Ziyeke zinye abe kwenze kwentoni kungo 1980 and njalo ziyeke zindithi during the period yantoni kanene ye lockdown. My question to you is there anything too hard for the Lord?
Exactly a year ago, I stood phambi kwebandla lasekhaya lethu. We were exactly in a setting like this, and I ministered to the children of God. The whole of 2019, I spent doing the work of the Lord. Everything seemed to be okay in my life, and I was convinced that God was on my side. Come 2020, and my life turned upside down. It is the 2nd of June. I lost my grandmother, umama kamama wam. As if that was not enough, I was trying to process the loss of my grandmother. And we lost uSister Kamakhulu on this 5th of July. As if that was not enough, on the 6th of July, a day after the 5th of July, we lost another sister, Kamakhulu, all due to COVID-19. As if that was not enough, it was the 14th of July, 5 days before my birthday. You know, the Bible says when the enemy comes, he comes like a flood. On the 14th of July, I lost my pillar. Mama that would pray for me. Mama that held me. And I lost my mother. The 13th of July, before my mom passed away, I had a conversation with God. I said to him, I have lost my grandmother who was a pillar to me. I am not ready to lose my beloved mother. And on the 14th of July, guess what God did? He allowed my mother to sleep. The night before my mom passed away, she asked me to read her a text. Eti, I look up unto the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord. And the question here is asked, is there anything too hard for the Lord? I am standing here 7 months later, having experienced the enemy coming like a flood in my life. And I am here to say, God has been faithful. God has carried me.
It is better sometimes kuthiwa ugula ngenhloko ebuhlungu, ngengalo ebuhlungu, than to see your weight yakho idropper, not with 2 kilos, 3 kilos, 4 kilos. Iweight yami yayidrophe ngo-10 kilos. Meaning that impahla andisenampahla yawunxiba. And nanto, I'm battling with this thing. I'm battling with this stigma. So tika uhamba, everybody is looking at you with questions. I'm battling with the understanding that my life from here will never be the same. And lento yathatha nje i-sessions ezimbini is a consultation, yathatha funds is a medical aid, yazi exhausta zonke. There's a journey yempilo engaphambi kwami, and yet already funds are exhausted. And ndihleli kule ndawo ndithi, it looks like God, you have forgotten something. Ku-2020 ngoku, I have preached almost literally every Sabbath for 2019. Zonke isabathas ka-2019 and before, bendiphumla nje isabathas bembini and ndibizwe ndiyoshumayela. But all of a sudden today I'm sick and I'm alone. And ndithi, Thixo, it looks like you have forgotten that between the appointment yam yasethemba lethu, that was on the 2nd of November 2019, ne-appointment yam yase-Delft Church, that was ukuqala ko-week of prayer, ye-6 kaNovember, ye-6 kaNovember, yes, okay, ye-10 kaNovember, ulibele uba phakathi evekini, I lost my car, yabiwa, kodwa nditsuka in between your appointments. But now, while the world is dealing with the COVID, unbeke kule position yokuba mandidile ne-hyperthyroidism. When everything has been tried and done, God arrives. Mhlawumbi, if I had time, bendizawuthi awukuba uHagare embekile umntwana ekupheleni kwamanzi wafulathela ngapha kwetyholo wathi andifuna ubona umphefumulo wakhe xa usuka. God arrived. If mhlawumbi bekusithiwa is a preaching gathering, bendizawuthi xa uLuka erekhoda ku-27 we-Acts verses 20 esithi, up until we saw the last of our hope being gone. After, in fact, the storm raged for nights and day. We spent many days, we could not see the sun. Up until the last of all hope was gone. If you have never reached a point of seeing a remainder in Salela, Zethemba, Zihamba, you haven't seen anything. This is not hope that is departing now, but Zinsalela Ezi, Zethemba. These are the remainders of hope.
Gelixesha uHagare esenhlango. Gelixesha uHagare esenhlango. Emveni kokuba emshiye phansi komthi uIshmael, ngiyakhumbula mos. Ithi iBhayibhile wathabatha uhambo because ebengafuna ukubona usana lusifa. Until such time wade kwangenelela uThixo wamvula amehlo. But souls ndixhunyiswa indawo ethi kwelibali, and the child le inguIshmael yakhula in the wilderness. Anaba nivile nalo ndawo umntwana uIshmael wakhula in the wilderness. Ndivumele ndithi sometimes uThixo, he does not take us out of the wilderness, but uThixo, he allows us to grow in the wilderness. Ndiyazi into yokuba when we go through amaxesha anzima ezimpilweni zethu, we want into yokuba siphume enhlango. But when you read ibali likaIshmael, it iBhayibhile uThixo kept uIshmael in the wilderness, and uIshmael wakhula in the wilderness. Ndivumele ndithi there is nothing too hard for the Lord. As a matter of fact, uthomnye umbhali xa ethetha, the will of God will never take us where his grace cannot sustain us. So if uzibhaqa today ukule situation kaNokuthula, if uzibhaqa today ukule situation kaSololo, ndifuna ukuthi kuwe this morning, intando kaThixo ayinawuze ikubeke kwikona where his grace cannot sustain you. Indlu kaRahab yakhelwe phezu kwendonga zantoni zeJericho. Ezi ithi iBhayibhile after bezijikeleze 7 times, on the 7th day they surrounded again iJericho for 7 times. Zasuka zathini kanene zawo. But strange enough, ekuweni kwendonga zaseJericho apho yayime khona indlu kaRahab, ithi iBhayibhile zawa indonga zaseJericho kodwa indlu kaRahab yona yasheka imile. And my question is there anything too hard for the Lord?